again and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie and this is going to be the underrated authors list. Yeah, I decided to go through my bookshelves and show you guys some authors that I think you need to go check out. As I said, so just a little side note here. I've been off of work or out of work from my job that I used to have, fighting to get it back for the last, coming up on a week now. And I had no clue what I was going to do for today's video. Well, I had something, but then life and anxiety and all kinds of craziness. And I wasn't able to prep for it, so I decided to go with this, use my bookshelves and things like that. So I decided to pick out a few books that I had signed copies of from authors that you don't necessarily hear about very often, and suggest that you guys go out and check them out. So let's get to that list. The first author that I'm going to talk about is M.R. Joseph, and this book, Leap, was amazing. This is about a couple that was together, but then circumstances kind of tore them apart, or they went their separate ways, and then they come back together later on in life, and there are lots of things that changed with them, and they find and they muddle their ways through that life-changing the life-changing events that they've experienced, and they try and work it out together and stuff like that. This book was amazing. It really moved me when I read it, and I did not see all of the twists and turns that were placed into it, and the emotions. It's an emotional roller coaster, and I loved every minute of it, and I think you guys should go check it out. Leap by M.R. Joseph. Next, I have a semi-fun, laugh-out-loud, great book by Sadie Grubor, and it's called All Grown Up. And this is about a family that moved in next door to each other, and the two of the kids end up hooking up when they were young, but then they go their separate ways, and they have to sort of, you know, muddle through what life has given them, their experience and everything like that. They come back together and they try and figure out, can their love that they had for each other when they were kids still last when they're adults, even though they've had different experiences and everything like that. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, it's laugh out loud funny and super sweet, and I think you guys should go check out Sadie and all of her books. The next book I'm going to talk about is A Bright Side by Kim Holden. Now, there are only a handful of books that Kim Holden has written. I think she still writes, but I'm not exactly sure. But this book right here, this book is going to put you on your behind, put you on your ass when it comes to the emotions, because it is crazy emotional. It's about a young girl that goes off to college and starts her new way. She's very much into music, and then she is, you know, dealing with some issues in her life and everything like that, and you get to see how she, you know, really delves in and takes life by the freaking balls, and, you know, gets through what she has to get through. And it's emotional, it's beautiful, and I really enjoyed it. It's all about finding the bright side of life. The next book I'm going to talk about is The Weight of Rain by Mariah Dietz, and this book is another emotional ride book. It's going to take you on that journey. You have a young lady that is an artist, but she has sort of lost her voice, and a guy that, you know, helps her out and helps her find her way, and the two of them work through their issues together, and I just really enjoyed this one. I don't want to tell you too much because it might give away a little something, but it's an emotional ride just like the other books that I've been suggesting, and I think you should enjoy this ride as well. The next book and author I'm going to talk about is Rachel Blaufeld, and this is one of her books. She has quite a few other books out there. I really enjoyed this book because it is sort of a ugly duckling, reimagined sort of Beauty and the Beast story, and it's really good. Oh my goodness. So, I guess I need to tell you what it is. It's To See You. And in this story, you have a woman that is set next to a guy on an airplane, and the two of them sort of interact with each other, and then, you know, they go their separate ways. Life happens, and, you know, what happens on a plane ride where, you know, you get to know someone or you start chatting with someone and then you take it to a different level, and make it sort of a bi-coastal sort of connection without seeing the person. And it's just really good. I really, really enjoyed it. I loved the reversal of the characters when it comes to like the whole ugly duckling thing. It may surprise you, and the characters are very jarring, and I really enjoyed that about this story. So go check that out. And the final book that, or author that I'm going to talk about is Amie Knight, and I have Steel Heart right here. And this book revolves around a veteran that has PTSD, and, you know, he moves in next to a woman that doesn't necessarily like to leave her house. She's a writer, and not just a writer, she's also a promoter and artist and everything like that. The two of them have this connection, and they're working through their issues, and they start to try and work through their issues together. They challenge each other, and I just really, really enjoy this book, as well as anything that Amie ends up writing, because she puts so much life and so much realism into her books that it just pulls you into the story and pulls you into the lives of her characters, and you feel like they're your friends, and you feel like you're moving through their emotions with them. And I just really, really enjoy that, and I think you should go check out Amie's books, especially this one, A Steel Heart. So those are some books, and mainly it's the authors that I think you guys should go check out. A lot of the authors are still writing. I think there's one or two that have taken a hiatus and only have their backlist books, but they're already released. You can get them pretty much everywhere. I think you should go check them out. They're all independent authors as well, so definitely, you know, go support those indie authors. And you may find that when you're reading these indie authors, you're like, wow, this is something that I just wouldn't have thought to put and twist into a story. And that's exactly why I think you guys should go check those out. If you've already read those books, let me know down in the comments. We can discuss how you felt about reading those books or any of those authors' other material, because for most of them, I've read a lot of their works. But go check them out. I really enjoyed them. I think you guys will enjoy them as well. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box, so you guys can help me improve my channel. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later.